Hey guys, what's going on? In today's video, we're going to be looking at this store that's running so many ads. They're running 500 different ads, all e-commerce dropshipping products, and they have a very, very unique way that they use to test products. They don't just invest in typical dropshipping stores. They build out amazing looking, well optimized mobile pages, okay, to sell their different products, and they put this effort into every single product that they test. They build out really specific pages that sell the product, all right, and then they go ahead and offer multiple options when somebody goes to choose to check out. And off their 500 ads and off the many products they're testing, they're doing this for all of them. So this is what the new wave of e-commerce is. Okay, if your product pages don't look like this, okay, if your testing strategy isn't like this, then you're probably not going to go ahead and see the type of results that you want to see. Okay, so in today's video, we're going to look at this business, how it's testing ads, the concept of general stores versus one product dropshipping stores, and then towards the end, we're also going to build out our own page, okay, very similar to how they're doing it, and then go ahead and test the product ourselves. So we're going to be doing all of this from start to finish. So first thing I want to talk about is the revenue this business is making. The track revenue is 14K a month and 3K a week. Now, is this revenue bad by any means? No, absolutely. If you're making 10K per month at the right point of success, but I just don't think these figures are right for this business. Why? Because they're testing like 500 different ads, right? 500 active ads, okay? So that sort of tells me that the revenue figures are a lot more, right? This is probably the minimum amount of revenue that these guys are making, okay? Now, the next concept that I want to talk about is testing products, okay? So actually, I may need to just open up my Canva for this, but there's two schools of thought, right? So the first school of thought is people saying that they want to test a general store, and then they want to test a one product store. Okay, these are the two main school of thoughts when it comes to e-commerce. I'm sure you guys have heard of this, and I continuously do get those questions, Ali, which one should I be doing? Should I be doing the general store model, or should I really go into one product dropshipping store? So now what happens in a general store is your goal is to test as many products as possible, right? So your goal is really to test as many So your goal is to test as much as possible, okay? So now when you are doing that, when you are like testing as much as possible, right? Unfortunately, what ends up happening is that you don't actually have the time, okay, to go ahead and put effort behind each of the tests, okay? So you don't have the time to put the effort behind each of the tests. And so what you end up doing in a general store concept is you end up using a Shopify theme that's free, okay? And your entire goal here becomes, how do I test as many ads as possible, okay? Test as many products as possible, and then go ahead and put the least amount of effort behind each of it, okay, because my only goal is to use my luck or my just brute force testing to come across a product that's successful, okay? Because there's a little bit of a gambler's mentality over here, okay? So you want to basically shorten the time it takes to find a success by brute forcing as many products as you want in this time period, thinking that one of them will come out as the winner and you're going to make money. But the reality of the situation here, guys, is what happens is when you're brute forcing. So let's say this is your website and you're just brute forcing a lot of different products, okay? To make this successful, and I hear this from a lot of my students that I work with closely inside of the Elite program, which is the one-on-one mentorship that we have. They've signed up with a bunch of different mentors, and the different mentors keep saying that this one excuse, okay? You just need to test more. Just test more, and you'll find a product. Just test more, okay? This is the one thing that all their mentors keep saying, okay? But they teach this concept where you test 100 to find one. Okay, but what they fail to mention is that this concept takes a ton of money, okay, a ton of time, okay, and a ton of effort, because you have to invest in creatives, you want to invest in all of this. So it takes all of these things, okay, to find one that's successful. And then you come across a whole different issue, is how to scale it. Okay, now this is the problem, okay? Now, there's a few solutions to it that the one product store provides, and this is honestly the one that I am more so for, okay? Had you decided that I'm not going to brute force, okay? I'm not just going to use a general dropshipping store, okay? What's a general dropshipping store? So I'll show you, like GoHomey. They also have a general dropshipping store. So if you go to catalog, they have a general store like this, but they're not running their traffic to this general store, okay? They're not running their traffic to this store. Instead, what they're doing is they're designing specific one product stores, okay, to get all of their traffic, okay? They're designing specific. So they do have this. It's not like they don't have this general store. They do, but they're not using it. They're using one product stores, okay? So the one factor that will like 10x your rate of success is, instead of trying to test as many as possible, pick one and put some effort behind it. Okay, what do I mean by some effort behind it? Well, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to design a very, very nice looking page that goes behind the science, right? Showing the benefits, right? Nice headline, right? Bullet points, good offer, satisfaction guarantee, testimonials, what life was like before, what the product is, what life will like be after, like all of these reasons why you should purchase the product. Then when somebody actually chooses to buy, you give them incentives to buy, and then they convert. This is what we call a funnel. Okay. And so if you go ahead and actually put some effort behind the funnel, okay, if you put some effort behind the ads, and then you put some effort behind the scaling, okay, that's where you can go ahead and finally build out your first 10K per month store, okay? Now, will your first funnel be successful? Probably not. Probably not, because there's a lot of concepts in here that are a little bit difficult to understand, and you will only get to it with experience. But, okay, the success rate here is far higher than the success rate here. Why? So this is a store versus funnel, okay? Why is the success rate so much better here versus here? So because over here, what you're trying to do is you're trying to hit the lottery, okay? So you're just going to test general products, ripped ads, everybody's product pages look the same, and you're going to try and brute force a win, okay? The success rate here is 1%. Okay, so you may want to try 100 different products to find one that works. Okay, here the success rate is closer to 5 to 10%. Okay, so maybe over here the difference is in 10 products you'll find a winner. And why is that? It's because we have a funnel that's really well designed that actually talks about the problems, right? Then we've also created an offer, right, that is compelling. Okay, and over here we've taken time, right, to showcase the problems, identify the solutions, right, and make a compelling case as to why somebody should actually buy our product. Okay, and here the mentality is just test. Over here the mentality is like, why should someone purchase from me? Paying a little bit more attention. Okay, and by the way, it doesn't take 10 tries. It doesn't take 10 tries. Okay, you can get it further down, because what happens, and this is a little bit of an advanced strategy, is pick one niche to go into. So let's say you go into the dog niche, okay? And then you launch one funnel, okay? You launch one funnel and you get some, you get some money, but you're not profitable, okay? But what happens is over here, okay, your pixel gets seasoned. Okay, it becomes a little bit better at finding customers. So when you go ahead and launch your second funnel, okay, what you're going to do is stick to the same niche, okay, which is the pet niche. Okay, and when you go ahead and launch your second funnel, your pixel actually has some data. So this time the launch will be much better. Okay, even if it's not profitable by the third launch, okay, you're probably going to hit it out of the park because your pixel has so much data. But now over here, when you're just basically trying to brute force with the general dropshipping store, what happens is your pixel is collecting all these buyers' information, but they're buyers of all different types of products. So you're not really getting consistent data. Okay. So this is why you're much better off doing a one product store versus a general store. Okay. Pick a niche that you want to be a part of, create an offer that you think people will buy, and then go ahead and launch a funnel around that offer, and you're probably going to 10x your rate of success. Now, what this company is doing is they're 100xing their rate of success, okay? Because what they're doing is they're testing a variety of different products, okay? They're testing a variety of different products, but they're attaching a funnel behind each of them, okay? Now, this is not easy to do. Why do I know this? Because me and my team have done this. We've launched over 1,000 different funnels for different clients, and we used to launch a funnel every single day. Okay, we had the funnel creation process down to a T. Okay, so this is not easy to do. You need to have a team behind it. You need to have a graphic designer, a copywriter, a funnel builder, a technical analyst, an offer researcher. Then you need an e-com specialist, and you need a media buyer. You need 7 people to be able to do this at the minimum. So you need to pay 7 salaries. Okay, trust me, I know this. We paid it. Okay. So now, how do you get the best of both worlds? How do you get the best of both worlds where you want to try different products to find the one that's successful, but you want to give each one a funnel. You want to give each one its own dedicated offer funnel, okay? This is where we come in, okay? This is what we do. We at ShopFunnels, okay, we actually go ahead and build out funnels just like this, okay? So my goal with ShopFunnels is to have the best looking premium templates for e-commerce ever created and assembled. And we're doing a pretty freaking good job at it. Okay, we have 2 types of templates here. One is a business in a box template, which is a fully built out business with the product already researched, the product added in, the copy done, the images done, the technical setup done, the products added, everything. And the goal for this one is you don't need to go ahead and waste time thinking about a winning product. We've already found one for you. You just click start with this funnel. You run this funnel as your own. Okay. Sorry, give me a second. You go to the landing page here. Okay. And then you go to the product page here. So you run this funnel as your own. Okay. And it also has upsells built in. Okay. So you can go ahead and decide what you want to upsell, but this entire business is pretty much done. All you have to do is add your payment processor, add your domain, choose if you want to do upselling, and then you're ready to go. So that's a fully built out business in a box. The second type we have is premium templates. Okay. So a premium template is a website that I found to be profitable and killing it. And I think anybody in the same niche, in the same industry can use the same template, just plug in your product, plug in your copy, and go ahead and use a already performing well website as your own. You're going to do it anyways, right? So if you're launching an e-com store, you already have a few websites that you want to model, and you're not going to start from scratch. You're going to go ahead and model something that's working, right? I want to skip you having to pay web developers, copywriters, image designers, and I want to give you all of that to use right here. So we have 2 types, okay? We have fully built out businesses in a box, and we have premium templates. Now, I've just gone ahead and created the premium template that these guys are using, okay? They're using 2 main funnels to sell all of their products, okay? So let's go to the product that they're still testing pretty heavily, which is their Apple Watch dupe, okay, which is this product, okay? So when we look at this Apple Watch dupe product and we click shop now, one of the pages they're testing is this, and one of the pages they're testing is this, okay? This is a more succinct, mobile friendly, nicely optimized page, okay? And what they do is they use both these pages as their front end funnels, and when somebody clicks 50% off now, they go to the order page for both of them, okay? Now what we've done inside of ShopFunnels is if you want to test both these different types of pages, you can, okay? We now have the Go Homey template ready for you guys to view. So we have both the pages ready for you design. We have the nicely looking mobile optimized page, and we have the article style page that they use. Both of these funnels are ready for you guys to use. Okay, what is the next step here? Well, the next step here is to go inside and create a free, or create a trial account inside of ShopFunnels. I'm going to go ahead and you can start now and you can just try it for $1. Okay, I'm going to quickly log into my ShopFunnels account. I'm going to show you guys how to use these premium templates to launch your own dropshipping business. Now I'm inside of my ShopFunnels account. Okay, I'm going to go here. I'm going to create a funnel. I'm going to go to the premium Go Homey template, Go Homey test. Okay. And now I can use this premium template to launch any product. Okay, you have two page choices over here. Which one do you want to use as your front end page? Do you want to use this one or do you want to use this one? Okay, so decide whichever one you want to use and delete the other one, right? So if you want to use this one, you can delete the other one. I've kept both of you so that you have both the options. Okay, then you can go ahead and change up the name here. You can change up the images here and you can make it your own. Okay, when anybody clicks the button, okay, order now and save, they go to the safe and secure checkout page designed exactly the way that their pages are designed. Okay, now what happens is with a few clicks of a button, you have a fully built out funnel template that's ready to go. So now you have the best of both worlds just like this. You can test multiple different products, but you can test them in a funnel, giving you the best of both worlds. Okay. And this is exactly how me and my team used to do it. We used to have these premium templates that we knew converted every single time. We used to plug in products that we know are working. We did pay attention to the copy, images, text, right? If you want to write your own, then use a premium template. If you don't want to write your own, you want to have everything done for you, then just go ahead and pick one of our businesses in a box, right? And then that's it. That's it. That's how easy it is for you to start testing products. Okay, now we spoke a lot, but now I want to talk about next steps. I want to talk about what you guys can do now to be able to take your dropshipping journey forward. Okay, first thing is, if everything that I said made not too much sense, just a little bit of sense, you need a little bit more education. So what I'd recommend is click that first link in the description and go ahead and sign up for my Ecom Masterclass. This is a presentation I've given all over the world and to thousands online. And you want to basically be part of it and start learning a little bit more about funnels. Okay, so the second thing that you can do is, if you're ready to learn, if you're ready to start doing, okay, and you want to start using these premium templates to launch your own e-commerce business and you're done with Shopify basic stores, then I'd recommend joining ShopFunnels, using our ready to go templates, and then just seeing the massive change. Okay, it's much cheaper than anything. I know people are buying the Shrine theme, people are investing thousands on web developers. You don't need to. You just need to pay $1 and sign up. Okay, and then finally, for those of you guys who want to work with me a little bit more one-on-one, want me and my team to create your funnels for you, create your ads for you, and launch the store with you, and then scale with you as well. You want to talk to me personally one-on-one, you want to be part of a closed group where you and I, we speak pretty regularly, then this is the ShopFunnels Elite program. Go through it, see what's what, and then see if you want to sign up. All right. With that being said, guys, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and all the other videos that you guys are watching. We're almost at 8K subscribers. We've crossed 8K subscribers, which is crazy. This channel only started in October of last year. But thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. To more templates, to more fully built out businesses, to more e-commerce funnels. We're going to cover everything here. I'm super passionate about this in the industry. As you can see, e-commerce is all I do. So thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Feel free to subscribe and comment down below.